In a world where dreams meet reality, there exists a place where your business can flourish. That place is Shopify. Imagine having the power to craft your online store with tools that make it as easy as a gentle breeze. Whether you're an artisan of handmade wonders, a creator of digital treasures, or a curator of the latest trends, Shopify stands by your side. With its customizable templates, seamless integrations, and support that's always there, your dream store is just a heartbeat away. Join millions of visionaries around the globe and let Shopify guide you on your journey. Visit roguemedianetwork.com/Shopify. That's roguemedianetwork.com/SHOPIFY. And embark on your free trial. Shopify, where your commerce dreams come to life.
Most bankers aren't ready to help you until after their third cup of coffee. But with Central National Bank's after-hours service, you don't have to wait for the bank lobby to open to get help. You can contact us from 6 to 8:30 in the morning or from 5 to 10 in the evening, and we'll connect you to a real, live, local person who can answer questions and fix problems 7 days a week. Bank different. Bank Central. Central National Bank. Member FDIC.
Hey everybody, welcome to What's Up Waco with Erica Boisvert, your local Waco agent. We are going to be getting into some good information about downtown Waco. We will also touch on the real estate market. That's the world I live in. Hey everybody, welcome to What's Up Waco with Erica Boisvert, your local real estate agent. And I'm checking in today and I realize I'm going to be bringing you some amazing business professionals and small business owners out here in Waco. And we'll be interviewing them and talking to them about the town and everything out here and what Waco has to offer. But then I was like, you have no idea who I am. So I want to take a little bit of time today, the whole show. So a little bit of time just to explain who I am and what my perspective is and why I want to share this stuff with all of y'all. So hello, I'm Erica. My husband and I moved here in 2017. So as of today, we've been here just shy of 5 years. Been married almost 20. We have 4 kids. They are all teenagers. 1 graduated, 3 in high school. So that's where my head sits most of the time, wondering what those kids are up to. And in the times I'm not thinking about my family, I'm thinking about real estate and just business stuff in town. I've been an agent since about 2013, and just want to get this out of the way. When I say we moved here, we came from California. And it's okay. It's not that bad. We loved it there. We love it here more. Obviously, we had our reasons for coming out. It made a lot of sense. My husband was initially in the Army. He did his first 4 years. He landed at Fort Hood for a good while, and he loved Texas. I'm pretty sure if we hadn't met, he would have moved here 20 years ago. So, poor guy. He met me, and his whole plan changed. For the better, though, to be honest. So, as we were talking about where to go, we decided to come out here. What brought us to Waco? I think everybody might have an inkling of where our heads were at. He was a handyman in Southern California, and I was a real estate agent, and we watched Fixer Upper as a family, right? Okay. Chip, funny, entertaining. Our kids enjoyed his antics. I loved, the flipping of houses. My husband liked to see what they were doing construction-wise. Real estate and architecture is important to both of us. So obviously that show had our heart. And so that is why it put Waco kind of in our crosshairs when we were deciding where to go. So he and I came out here one spring because he's not a dummy, y'all. He brought me out here the first week of May when the grass was green and the humidity hadn't hit and the evil bugs from hell hadn't come out just yet. And we drove up and down 35. We took all the back roads we could find. We were back and forth on Highway 6, 20, everything and anything in between. And we really fell in love with Crawford, which is a beautiful, beautiful place. It's a lot of pasture land, waterways, It's just a gorgeous part of Texas. And of course, again, smart man. It was springtime, so everything was beautiful and blooming. And back home in California, people were putting in drought-tolerant landscaping. They were unloading rocks in their front yards. So to come out here and see greenery, it was amazing, a whole different world, and I fell in love. The bluebonnets up and down 35, that alone caught my attention, right? So we decided to come out here, love Crawford. It didn't really work as far as homes are concerned. And we ended up in a little place called China Spring, and great schools, a small community, perfectly everything we were looking for. Boom, there we are. We landed here. It just happened to be about 15, 20 minutes outside of Waco, which was fun. So of course we did all the silly things, looking for all the fixer-upper homes, finding the Airbnb. They only had one at the time. I think Hillcrest was maybe like a glimmer in their eye. And here we are. So we landed here. We're loving it. But as we got comfortable and started to learn the area, it was really, really obvious that the Waco you see on TV does not really reflect the Waco that you see here. Now, fast forward 5 years, I'm a real estate agent. I'm in and out of these homes. I'm in and out of the neighborhoods and towns. And I reflect back to when Fixer Upper was really, really big in, 13, 14, 15. And it's amazing to me how different it is. Well, first of all, half of those homes weren't in Waco necessarily. So, what people might expect when they come out here is just totally different. And it's just, there's so much more than shiplap here. There are beautiful, beautiful homes, architecturally speaking, out here in what would be considered the downtown area. There's Castle Heights. There's a historic conservation district. There's Sanger Heights, Dean Highland. Really, these homes, that were built in the 20s, 30s, they're gorgeous. We have Spanish Revival. We have Colonial. We have Georgians. There's just anything and everything you could want to see, and brought back to life beautifully. And so I really love all of that. Obviously the architecture, I just kind of went off on a tangent, but it's beautiful. And I don't think that it was really shown. And also I know when I look at, my Google analytics for my real estate business, a lot of people that find my website find it because they're looking and Googling Waco versus Austin. And I'm like, okay, I can get behind this because Austin's great. Don't get me wrong. It's weird or whatever it wants to be. It has amazing restaurants, some beautiful architecture itself, but it is a big city. It's a big city with a lot of people. And so for people out there who are Googling Waco versus Austin, I really wanted to dive into, of course, Waco. Why not Waco? Now, Texas isn't for everybody, and everybody isn't for Texas. So definitely be mindful of who you are and what you're looking for in life before you just jump on the Texas bandwagon. I just want to put that out there. Again, it's not for everybody. Everybody's not for it. But if this makes sense and the community out here is something you're looking for, and I mean community, literally, I can't go to Target without running into at least 2 or 3 people that I know. It's usually a Starchman. What's up, Adam and Ashley? And those are things that I didn't have where we moved from. We had 5 massive Targets within 3 miles of our house. So running into friends didn't occur as much as it does out here. So that community aspect is something you'll find in Waco that you don't really find as much in Austin. There's just so many people. And traffic here is a little bit of a pain in the butt right now as Waco is growing and developing and becoming this tourist destination, like number 2 in the country right now. There's some growing pains that we're dealing with. We have highways that need to be bigger. We have one-way streets that don't make sense one way anymore because each side of the street, those stores want love, right? And we have fun businesses that have come to Waco. And the thing that I love about that also, if we're going to get, Waco versus Austin, a lot of the businesses opening here are small mom and pop shops. I can text the owner of the shop and ask about something. I can pick up the phone and call somebody, and I know that the general manager, the owner, they're rooted here, and I love that. We have coffee shops all over the place, and we do have Starbucks here. That is here, obviously, but we have other options: Common Grounds, Biddy and Bowes, Dichotomy, Pinewood, all these cool places built by Wacoans. And so for me, when I say sense of community, that's what I mean. That when I walk into one of the stores down here, I'm going to run into friends. I'm going to run into people I've worked with, and it works really well. It's definitely not what you can see on TV. Another thing that I like about Waco is that it is hustling and bustling and getting bigger, but in such a beautiful way. Buildings that used to be boarded up are now Waco Escape Room, Rogue Media Network, Biddy and Bowes. Spice Village has been there for a long time. It's a fun little grouping of shops inside, and it's really a great place to go look at some stuff. There's restaurants down here. We have DeCampley's, which hopefully I'll get Massimo and Kristen on here to tell you about, this little piece of Italy that they brought to Waco, and their story's really cool about how they got here and why they're here. But it's this big little town. It has some of the really cool things you'd find in Austin, but it's all built by friends and people who really, really look out for each other. And so if you're looking for something like that, if you're looking for community and connection, I think you'll find that here as opposed to Austin. Now, hey, not everybody likes people. I'm not always a big fan of people. There are days I need to be alone, and I understand some people, those days are every day. So maybe a bigger city where you can kind of get lost in the numbers, maybe that would be a better choice for you. But for those of us who enjoy connection and people, then this is an excellent place to land. And yeah, house prices are going up. Yes, the market is crazy, but the possibility of finding a home within different budgets is definitely an option here. You can find a home downtown that's $300,000. You can find a home downtown that's $950,000. If you want land, you can go about 15, 20 minutes outside of city limits and really, or outside of downtown limits, and really find your piece of property, your place to come home to. So every once in a while on the show, I am going to get into a market update because that is what I do. So if you ever have any questions, please send them to Erica Sells Texas on Instagram or on Facebook. I'm happy to answer your questions here. But I'm not going to do like a set monthly market update. Things are changing daily, weekly at this point. We've had some multi-$1,000 changes week to week over the past 3 months. So I just don't feel confident giving you a monthly market update. But if you have questions about neighborhoods, what kind of homes are moving right now, anything like that, I'm definitely happy to be a resource for you there. And speaking of being a real estate agent, I do enjoy selling houses, but if you were to ask me, oh my gosh, Erica, is that your dream job? Are you just so happy doing what you're doing? Yes and no. And that catches people off guard. So let me explain myself before you give me crazy eyes. What I mean is very simply, I love helping people. I love offering a service. I love being a resource. If your garage door breaks and you're not sure who to call because you just moved to town, I've got 2 or 3 guys that I can connect you with. Ladies, if you just moved here, and gentlemen, and you don't know where to go to get your hair cut, I've got some barbers in my pocket. I have some hairstylists to introduce you to. Just those kind of things. I love to be a resource and connect my friends who own small businesses with new members of our community. That is a huge part of what makes me, love my job. Now, every job has pros and cons. So I'm going to be honest. I don't like chasing new leads. When a topic of conversation turns to real estate, I don't want people to cringe if I'm in the room because I'm this overbearing person. So I'm happy to answer questions. I study it every day. It is really something I'm in as far as finance, the MLS, what's really happening in our market, how, inflation is impacting things right now, what interest rates are doing. I can answer those questions. I've got the knowledge, but I'm just not chasing you down with it, and I'm not trying to hit you over the head with it. So if you have questions, please feel free to reach out. I'll have some updates on here every once in a while, and I'm super happy to talk about it. But my favorite part of my job is the flexibility to be able to go out and meet people, know people, and connect people. So that I'm super, super stoked on. It is my absolute favorite thing. And it's a big catalyst behind this podcast. I want to introduce business owners in Waco to people who are curious about the town, to natives who've been here forever and don't realize all this new stuff is coming up, because downtown used to be the place you didn't go. And that's slowly changing, and downtown is becoming so much fun. There's trivia nights, escape rooms, 2 axe companies to choose from, just lots of fun options. We have Union Hall, which is my answer for every date night argument. It's one of those like inside shop things, and you have a bunch of different foods to choose from. There's Waco Taco, which is, oh my gosh, so good. Be Kind Coffee is in there if you just need a coffee place to stop at. You can get pizza, patty melts, burgers, super, super awesome like designer shakes. I don't know how to explain that any better, but it's like just massive deliciousness coming at you. But if you and your husband, or you and your boyfriend, or you and your friends, or whoever, you're trying to figure out what you want to do for the night, it's the ultimate argument stopper, because you just go to Union Hall. You get what you want. I'll get what I want. I'll meet you at a table in the middle. And stuff like that is popping up all the time. And again, I love that the people bringing it to Waco also live in Waco. And it's all local. Huge, huge fan of local. Do you have a topic you want to talk about? Do you have questions about Waco, the real estate market, how to sell your house, what to look for when you're buying a home? Send me an email, ericasellstexas@gmail.com. Shoot me a text, 254-447-0180. Happy to chat about it. Find me anywhere you listen to your podcasts or at roguemedianetwork.com.
In a world where dreams meet reality, there exists a place where your business can flourish. That place is Shopify. Imagine having the power to craft your online store with tools that make it as easy as a gentle breeze. Whether you're an artisan of handmade wonders, a creator of digital treasures, or a curator of the latest trends, Shopify stands by your side. With its customizable templates, seamless integrations, and support that's always there, your dream store is just a heartbeat away. Join millions of visionaries around the globe and let Shopify guide you on your journey. Visit roguemedianetwork.com/Shopify. That's roguemedianetwork.com/SHOPIFY. And embark on your free trial. Shopify, where your commerce dreams come to life.